Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this tutorial we're going to see how to install and set up Kali Linux on Oracle VirtualBox. First of all, you go to your browser, search for Kali Linux, click on download, you click installer images, then you select according to your operating system if it is 64 or 32 bits. As for me it is 64. You click on download and it's going to start downloading for you the Kali Linux. As you can see, I've already downloaded it, so I'm not going to download it again. So I'm going to close this browser. So after downloading the Kali Linux ISO image, you go to Oracle VirtualBox. Open Oracle VirtualBox. You click on new to create a new virtual machine. Here in new, I'm going to name it. You can name it whatever you want. For me, I'm going to name it Kali. Then for the type, it is a Linux, and for the version, it is a other Linux 64-bit. After that, for the hardware, I want to give enough space. As if you click on finish, it is going to create a virtual space for this machine. Sometimes it will leave a small space, so I want to give a big enough space. I'm going to come here to hardware, hard disk. As you can see, it is giving only 8 GB of Giga. I have 2 TB, so I'm going to add. I'm going to say 25 GB, no, not 200, 25 GB. 25 GB is not bad. So, and for the RAM, as you can see, RAM here, it is giving only 500 MB. I want 4 GBs of RAM. And for the CPUs, as you can see, it is only giving one processor. I have 32 CPUs. I'm going to add, I'll give 4. You give according to what you have. Even one CPU will be enough. So even 2 GB of RAM will be enough, but for now I'll give 4. So I will click on finish. Then after that, you just double click to open. Then after opening, it is going to prompt you to insert the boot image, ISO image. So you have to know the location of your ISO image. As for me, I'm just going to click here, click on others, and I'm going to go to download. As you can see, I have my images, ISO images here. I have this one here, Kali Linux. I will just select and click on open. Then mount and retry. Click on mount and retry. Here it is going to ask you how do you want to install it. Go with graphical install. Click on enter, the first option. After that, it's going to ask you to choose the language. As for me, I'm going to choose just English. And for which English do you want to use, I will just leave it as default United States. And the keyboard, for me, I'm using a AZERTY keyboard, which is a French keyboard, so I'm going to search for French. Here it is going to ask you what name do you want to use. The host name, I'm going to leave it as Kali. And domain, do you have domain? No. And the name for the user, I'm going to give my nickname. Well, I'm going to use IT classrooms and click on continue. Yeah, leave it like that, IT classrooms, and you provide your password. Create a password and click on continue. I will leave the region as like that, as default. So it is going to ask you how do you want to store it. I'm going to use entire disk. I have 26 GB of RAM of space. Click on it. Just select this one here, the first option. Leave it as it is. Finish partition. Click on yes. And it is going to start installing the base system. This will take some time, so I'm going to forward the video. So here it is going to ask you to customize your desktop environment. You just leave it as default, but if you want you can install KDE Plasma and Gnome, but I'm going to leave it as default. Just click on continue. Everything is done. Now we have to log into our machine. All you have to do is give that the name that you given to your machine. Sorry, I've written IT classrooms A, and you give your password. Then you click on login. As you can see, guys, the virtual machine, our Kali Linux, was installed successfully, but for some reason it will not take the whole screen. It will be just in small windows. If you try to open it, sometimes it won't take the whole screen. For you, as for me here, it is taking the full screen. But if it is not taking the full screen in your case, what you have to do is you go to devices. As you can see here, you click on devices, then you click on insert guest CD images. You click on this, it is going to insert it for you. As you can see, it is here. Then after that, you just double click on it to open it. Then what you have to run is this file here, VirtualBox Linux additions.run. You have to run this one here, and if you want to, this is a script file. To run the script, you have to run it on the terminal. So you have to just right click here and open. Sorry, right click here and open the terminal. Open the terminal here. Then as you can see, if I say ls, no problem, ls, you're going to see the file is here, but you cannot run it. If you say sh to run the file, you just say sh and the name of the file. You just copy the file like that, copy, come here and paste. If you try to run, it is going to tell you that you don't have permission to run this file, so you have to run it as root. First of all, you say sudo su to go to root. It is going to ask for your password. Give your password. Now we are in root. As you can see here, it was IT classrooms. Now here is root. Then again we are going to run the file again. We're going to say sh we're going to say sh and the file name. Paste, run, and it is going to ask you. Sometimes it won't work. So first of all, if you want it, before you run sh and the VirtualBox to run the script, before you run the script, first of all you have to change the permission for the script. To change the permission, we're going to say sudo. No, change the permission is chmod 777777 and the name of the file. We're going to change the permission just like that. chmod 777 vbox. We're going to change the permission. After changing the permission, then we are going to run it with sh and the name of the file. Say sh and the name of the file. We run it. It's going to ask you, just say yes. So it was installed successfully, but it won't take the changes won't take effect unless we restart the computer. So to restart the computer, you just say sudo reboot. Sudo reboot, and it is going to restart the computer, restart our virtual machine. So after installing the VirtualBox additional media, you go to view and you click on auto resize get display. Then your machine will take the whole screen just like that. But make sure you install the additional media, which is this one here. You click on insert, then you go and install it as I showed you. And that is it. That is how we install Kali Linux on VirtualBox.